biscuits. Magic wand waving grand wizards. If you my man, 100 grand and a grand missing. I got 99 problems, what's the damn difference? Listen, on my unborn grandkids, you know a nigga grown when a band is a bandage and the band keeps playing when you on a Titanic and your home network can't handle the bandwidth life's a damn bitch. Still love her though, raw sex pulling off the rubber slow. Rubber dub, that's a dry rub on the roast. Smells like burnt toast, you know I got a serious stroke. Periods broke like the levees. Flow on the mic kinda heavy. Got enough sauce for the spaghetti. Red hot chili pepper, order water under the bridge. I forgive niggas for wanting to live. I ain't mad at ya, I ain't the mad rapper. Just a mad dapper damn rather. Shimmy shimmy y'all like a kappa. Somebody tell Boozy that I'm badder. Vanilla extract in a batter. I ain't playing patty cake. I mean, how many patty pies can daddy bake? Mad I gotta save a slice for Sally Mae. May the odds ever be forever in your favor. Forever and a whole day later. Day to day, day traders. Daylight come for slave labor. Labor Day, labor pains getting paid straight up. Grand Rising, Grand Canyon, grandfather clock, grandstanding. You lucky if you got grandparents. Shit is Operation Grand Clearance. It's clandestine. Magazine Glam Essence. 120 plan lessons from the ancestors. Fan blessings, hand-in-hand hand gestures. Jam sessions, children asking damn questions. Watching cartoons and wrestling. Grand Rising, Grand Central. Freemasons at the Grand Temple. All praises to the audacious. All seeing eye, all patient. Call waiting for the hookup. Cook up salt fish. Just crooked how to pour. Get rewarded with more risk. Fried dumpling, daily bread. Top of the morning, getting daily head. Taking diabetic daily meds. Sugar-free jelly spread. Crown Jewel got a heavy head. You got a headache from the Reggie Reg. Grand Rise, 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 Grand Rise.
Cover me, feel the mist. Feels good to exist, I can taste the bliss. Hands in the air when you feel in charge. Not far from the truth when you master the odds. Shiver up my spine all through my veins. Will love you through life, even past the pain. Others may regret, I choose express. Looking through my windows, soul access. 1, 2, 1, 2, the party don't stop. Excited about the future, so I move roadblocks. Tell the truth to every black seed, woman and man. If we don't come together, we can't expand. Melting in a pot, used to separate sand. first is confusion, erase our memories. Who are we to know if they planted false seeds? We must know we covered this whole place. Took control of everything, secluded us to a space. The planet wasn't big enough, we still exist. Creating chaos, so we must persist. I insist that you're pushing depopulation, trying to counterfeit God's creations. Fear should be at the very back of your mind. Believe it or not, we're running out of time. And if I get labeled that I'm pushing hate, I learned everything living in the right place. Shit's absurd. Believe half of what you see, some of what you heard. As the world turns, it's a merry-go-round. We better hold on before we hit the ground. Just another dream, don't wanna awake. My eyes are wide open, so it was a mistake. I was seeing my love, our life a collage. Ready to embrace, but it was a mirage. Had to get it together, cause life's an itch. When you're going one day, all of a sudden a switch. My niece said to me, I'm feeling like an adult. I'm a-moving with this man and it's not his fault. And he said he was feeling just like a child, and I could go to jail if I choose to wild. At my wit's end, feeling out of control. Give it up to God, give him that to hold. Believe in you, the way that life proceeds and turns. Believe in you, work through this life so you can learn. I was grinding and hoping and reaching, not smoking and raising and teaching, succeeding and believing. I will always work hard when things get hectic. People that I love will always be protected. This life, so yeah, Grand Rising.
This is New Kingston with our Jamaica right now. This one is called Protect Me. Let me know.
Hey,
Jah, protect me from the evil in the streets. Jah, protect me from the robbers and thieves. Oh Jah, I'm begging for some strength when I get weak. Must beware of the mark of the beast.
Show I the way. Guide me through these evil roadblocks.
Watch them.
I and I keep the faith. Them can't do my naughty dreadlocks. Say a little prayer for a sunny day. Can't take the sky when it's so gray. Jah, give me strength so I never go astray. Listen what New Kingston have to say. Whoa,
Jah, protect me from the evil in the streets. Protect me, Jah. Protect me from the robbers and thieves. Jah, I'm begging for some strength when I get weak. Must beware of the mark of the beast. Oh, Jah, give me the strength so that I never go astray. As I trod over these hills, over mountains and valleys, please guide me on my way. This is what I pray. At times in life we struggle, but I'm trying to keep the faith. So much going on in this world that is wrong. We're searching for the answers to the questions in this song. Do you have some time for me? Please hear me when I plead and take away this negativity. Yeah, Jah, protect me from the evil in the streets. Jah, protect me from the robbers and thieves. Jah, I'm begging for some strength when I get weak. Beware of the mark of the beast.
Yeah, they try to clip up branches, but them can't kill the roots. Life can be a struggle, so we're off to teach the youth. Don't give me no drugs to juggle, don't give me no guns to shoot. Just trust in God and you will find a way to make it through. The race is for the swift, but the chosen are a few. Babylon, I ask you a question like an interview, because it's in the paper. Do you think that makes it true? Just follow Jah teachings and you're gonna make it get through, cause Jah
protect me from the evil in the streets. Protect me, Jah. Jah protect me from the robbers and thieves. Jah, I'm begging for some strength when I get weak. Must beware of the mark of the beast.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, man,
Oh,
Kingston,
yeah.
Jamaica acoustic sessions. No Kingston, there you are. Mad thing. Lord of mercy,
Yeah, man, I know Kingston.
Lord of His mercy. You know, them bring out the lion in me. Them I feel me raw. Now bow down to no Babylon law. Them can't imply me. Them can't destroy me. Solid as a rock when they try to hold me back. Free up your mind from mental slavery. Only way you know yourself is know it completely. You've got to live righteous. It's hard cause they spite us. Babylon not trick me and not try to fight us. But we refuse to be who you want us to be. Cause we are who we are, and a rebel. But we refuse to do what you want us to do. Cause we are who we are, and a rebel.
what is the be must be. Yes, we're destined to make it, cause we're destined for greatness. No rest, progress, keep creating. Said them can't break down what they have not created. New paths we keep making. Above the land it's groundbreaking. No watch us fly over the hills and the valleys. Reach for the sky, it should be mandatory. Just give it a try and don't let them steal your glory. That's why we push ourselves, making sure we write a better story. Cause
we refuse to be who you want us to be. Cause we are who we are, and a rebel. But we refuse to do what you want us to do. Cause we are who we are, and a rebel. Yeah. No, no, no. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm a rebel. Make we take it to another level. Them a act like them a Christ when we know them a the devil. Jah hear every prayer where we're making at the chapel, and we rejoice when them bounce and free the shackles. Alright, fire we a button, hotter than sun. When we ain't see with them run up and down. Beat up the sound of the spiritual drum, make Africa here we a come. Cause we get the victory on the fight when we attack from in and the night. And after the glorious Michael Jah lead us in his light. We refuse to be who you want us to be. Cause we are who we are, and a rebel. But we refuse to do what you want us to do. Cause we are who we are, and a rebel, yeah. And a rebel, Them bring out the lion in me. Them I feel me raw. Now bow down to no Babylon law. Them can't imply me. Them can't destroy me. Solid as a rock when they try to hold me back. Free up your mind from mental slavery. Only way you know yourself is know it completely. You've got to live righteous. It's hard cause they spite us. Babylon not trick me and not try to fight us. But we refuse to be who you want us to be. Cause we are who we are, and a rebel. But we refuse to do what you want us to do. Cause we are who we are, and a rebel. Cause we 'cause we are who we are, honorable.
Good afternoon. I just wanted to communicate a friendly reminder that you are definitely the shit, dope shit, king shit. Cannot wait to hear the next single. Bukebra.
Yo. You think you civilized in the brain, but you ill-advised in the lane, and you realize you a lame, and you walking and talk the same as the people that killed your fathers and fathers' fathers and mothers of our melanated brothers and sisters and even others. They took the language you spoke, took the name that you came with by time you loaded the boat. They left your shit with the shipping and shifted the way you cope, the way that you cope with shit that you dealing with, losing hope. But what is hope but the shit that they gave us in books they wrote, and everything that was written was just the shit that they stole from the temples in Africa, history that's untold. I chose to go toe-to-toe with the bogusness as I flow. Who knows the future we hold is the road that we walk unfolds. Choosing a different path in the aftermath with an active class. In the active class, in the active path that I chose is a path that came from the past. Free at last, free at last. It's a marathonic situation. The world got sick of waiting, so I present my articulations. Cause I believe that I believe, and I believe that I'm a lead, and I believe that I'ma be what I'ma need, and I believe that I can be what I believe. And you can be what you believe if you believe that you can be what you believe. If I believe and you believe, then we can be what we believe and we can leave. I believe that I believe, and I believe that I'm a lead, and I believe that I'ma be what I'ma need, and I believe that I can be what I believe. And you can be what you believe if you believe that you can be what you believe. If I believe and you believe, then we can be what we believe and we can leave.
The thing is that he didn't like me and I didn't like him, and he felt as though that he could knock me out, and that's what he thought. So, it all turned around, he picked around, and I finished it for him.
Listen, I was feeling pretty good and wrote all of this. You ask your brother, how do I feel marvelous. The immortal Bob James wrote Nautilus. You ask your brother, how do I feel marvelous. And it do not really matter what I'm calling this. You ask your brother, how do I feel marvelous. I feel marvelous, marvelous, marvelous. I wrote all of this, all of this, all of this. Hey yo, stepping to a brother like me can prove fatal. I'm always trying to prevent the war like I'm NATO. I like to keep a smile on my face, but don't play though. My rhyme is basically concrete and yours Play-Doh. Build a tour, get sponsorship, and try the globe similar to Gilligan. I'm not the type that like when the villain win. Similar minds, I'm at the door, let me in, yo. Listen, I was feeling pretty good and wrote all of this. You ask your brother, how do I feel marvelous. The immortal Bob James wrote Nautilus. You ask your brother, how do I feel marvelous. And it do not really matter what I'm calling this. You ask your brother, how do I feel marvelous. I feel marvelous, marvelous, marvelous. I wrote all of this, all of this, all of this. Hey yo, step to the step as you levitate. You never seen Twine back on stage, man, I been great. I never had issues with chicks, heard you renegade. You say that you cold and you swole, but disintegrate. Pause for the cause, lyrics broke all laws. Gauze for your jaws, cause you're not that raw. Letter man better than most all of y'all. Veteran, green-eyed MC, y'all. I was feeling pretty good and wrote all of this. You ask your brother, how do I feel marvelous. The immortal Bob James wrote Nautilus. You ask your brother, how do I feel marvelous. And it do not really matter what I'm calling this. You ask your brother, how do I feel marvelous. I feel marvelous, marvelous, marvelous. I wrote all of this, all of this, all of this. You better than me, no, in the booth for show. Man, it's best you go to the other side with them other guys. Let them know you tried, but you nearly died messing with the Mac. You think you in my league, you must be smoking crack. And now your body caught up in a booby trap. I'm ballin' at the rucker like that hootie cat. And when the fans hit my jam saying, who is that? Listen, I was feeling pretty good and wrote all of this. You ask your brother, how do I feel marvelous. The immortal Bob James wrote Nautilus. You ask your brother, how do I feel marvelous. And it do not really matter what I'm calling this. You ask your brother, how do I feel marvelous. I feel marvelous, marvelous, marvelous. I wrote all of this, all of this, all of this. Listen, I was feeling pretty good and wrote all of this. You ask your brother, how do I feel marvelous. The immortal Bob James wrote Nautilus. You ask your brother, how do I feel marvelous. And it do not really matter what I'm calling this. You ask your brother, how do I feel marvelous. I feel marvelous, marvelous, marvelous. I wrote all of this, all of this, all of this.
Somebody tell me, ooh, am I a good man? Remember niggas never buried a cat.
That's the rad shit. My shooters never let me do work on my own. But your bitch still call me a sex pistol. Like bang, there go my hammer. Another clip. Niggas handcuffing they tricks like magicians. Sorry when I pull up something on them so hard. Know my shit dumb, but never go full retard. These are the last days, but I want mine first. What I do to the game is a gift to the curse. Praise is due to the shoe and living Karen and your style too filthy. Cop sucker, come kill me. I can feel it all in my soul. And I feel it creeping up in my bones. And I worry about my own. And I couldn't Lord, I feel it so cozy. Couldn't Lord, I feel it so cozy. It's all couldn't Lord, I feel it so cozy. They try to hit me, but
no friends, now one of my dogs. They say it's only at the top and say the same about the bottom. Cause when you're dead broke, nobody wanna be bothered. But when you're up, everybody you can. Money can't buy you love, but it can buy you some friends. At least for a little while till your sack get low. Now them same damn friends will come around no more. You should've seen the sign. Ain't hard to read between the lines. He acting like you're happy for you when he really despise the back of his mind. Hating like I wish it was mine. That's when he changed.
Like Optimus Prime.
That's how it is though. The one you love won't hurt you. Niggas falling under pressure, so I tighten my circle. Can't even trust your own fam when it comes to the paper. When you broke, it's all good, but when you got it, they hate you. Say hey, nigga. Couldn't Lord, I'm feeling so cozy. It's all couldn't Lord, I'm feeling so cozy. They try to hit me, but they try to hit me, but feel it creeping up in my bones and I burned by my own ally. Couldn't Lord, I'm feeling so cold now. I can feel it all in my soul and I feel it creeping up in my bones and I burned by my own ally. Couldn't Lord, I'm feeling so cold now. Couldn't Lord, I'm feeling so cold now. It's all couldn't Lord, I'm feeling so cold now. They try to hit me, but they try to hit me, but
I'm on fire right now, fuck, nigga. I had the biggest comeback, nigga. Niggas thought it was over with for me, nigga. Y'all tried to count me out, nigga. I ain't forgot about that shit. Y'all niggas think I forgot, nigga. I ain't forgot about none of that shit. So I'm back with a chip on my fucking shoulder, nigga.
Wrote this with my eyes closed, on rose in Moscato. Intuition, inner visions flow from out the cosmos. Niggas ask me how I made it, I begin if I know. I just went with my soul, and the rest just follow. She's a good girl, fuck that bitch, I'd rather deal without her. Say no to CashApp, I ain't tricking, bitch, you must be psycho. But I'm prone to lie though, just don't tell all my bros. I expose gelato in the Bronto, so I got the sky close. Damn, it's raining, grab my cane and pass my Prada poncho. The boots was leather with the tattoos, those the Randy Macho. Goggles, Ferragamo, condos big as Costco. I popped the rhino, then she swallowed like it's Mr. Sacco. Mirror, mirror, who's the illest? Please don't tell me I know. Mirror, mirror, who's the realest? Wait, don't tell me I know. Mirror, mirror, who's the rarest? Please don't tell me I know. Modern life like Rocco, but I still pray to Shango. Mirror, mirror, who's the illest? Please don't tell me I know. Mirror, mirror, who's the realest? Wait, don't tell me I know. Mirror, mirror, who's the rarest? Please don't tell me I know. I devour my goals, and that's word to Gaucho. Rebel, outlaw, reckless, vato, ghetto, desperado. Aim the Draco, eating tacos, take your breath like Tyclos. Adjacent to Van Gogh, I'm chasing my shadow. The pain is the shackle, embrace it for battle. In the gym for 7 weeks, I feel like Boris Kojo. I mean Cujo with a new host over watching Kuso. With my old hoe, I forgot I fuck my hoes in duos. Fofo throws in 2 holes. Loopholes out with pool. That piece of coupon for designer. Gucci coat was 2-tone. School old Parasuco. Shoot like Tony Kukoc. Pajama sense and no Delilah. Put that on my tombstone. Mirror, mirror, who's the illest? Please don't tell me I know. Mirror, mirror, who's the realest? Wait, don't tell me I know. Mirror, mirror, who's the rarest? Please don't tell me I know. I devour my goals, and that's worth the gauchos.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. This is JahLogic, also known as Mr. M, and this is the Morning Rant. Salute to everybody that pulled up already. We do it for you, couldn't do it without you. Get a couple things right behind the scenes, and let's get that correct, and there we go. All right, so this is Mr. M, also known as JahLogic, like I once said, and this is the Morning Rant. Today, I don't believe we will be having a panel. I don't believe we will be having a panel. Excuse me, I'm getting tongue-tied. Kenny Khan says this song never gets old. That's a fact. Salute to Mr. Motherfucking Esquire, the homie. Let me just go through these morning chats. Just one love says top of the morning. Ranters, good morning to you. And Internet says peace. Salute to Internet. Peace. Good morning to you. Don Philly says top of the top. Of the morning Union Squad. Salute to Don Philly. Salute the Redemption over there on Twitch. She's saying fire for the song Marvelous by Twan Mack. The Rose Show says great morning. Great morning to you as well. The Rose Show, our associate producer. Brooklyn Honcho, you know, he pulled up in the morning, says good morning, JahLogic and friends. Salute to my guy, Brooklyn Honcho. Shan P says she needs the CD for New Kingston. You know what I'm saying? You might can get a CD with some merch, but definitely download that stuff on iTunes and all the other platforms. Ravioli says hello this morning. And I think I'm caught up. And Eki Asamota, my sister from your Queens, pulled up as well and said good morning in her own way. V Slim, okay, says peace and good morning. Peace and good morning, Virginia Slim. Let me see. Brooklyn Honcho says, really, no panel is different. Very different. Not the formula of the show. But we can't get to episode 100 on Sunday if we don't do episode 88 today. So that's what it'll be. Alatrell says, morning, peeps. Good morning to you as well. And Keenan Constance Logic, you got to take this wrench back. You know, I get keyboard reckless. I mean, you don't have to use the wrench, but at the same time, you donated a certain amount. So all our associate producers and co-producers, when I get a chance to, will get a wrench. All right, we'll get a wrench. All right, so that's what it is. So as we get the day started, we're going to get some information from Mimi F. Baby. She's pulling up on us before the show, you know, takes off with the news part or whatever. So we will get some information. Salute to Mimi F. Baby for pulling up. And let me see. We got one more comment. Canna Blur, aka Redemption Song, says, I silently stalked Eki's show last night. And she also says, well, I'm glad you enjoyed. There are some jewels on this channel. Sometimes it may not be as reckless as people may want. You know what I'm saying? I know this channel was built off of reckless content originally, first and foremost. However, we like to be versatile and we like to have good information as well. So Your Queens is a nonprofit based on teaching young children about the kings and queens of Africa's past. The same way Disney princesses and Disney, you know, characters do that type of thing, right? However, it's from an African-centered place and it's real kings and queens, not just made-up characters. So, and they also have a lot of information for us adults as well. So Your Queens Behind the Crown Talk series is a dope thing, real motivational. I think y'all should check it out. Brooklyn Honcho says, good morning, Mimi F. And,
good morning.
And he also says we gotta moderate the moderator. So I think he's talking about the guys having wrenches and all that. So, some channels have a button where you can click and join and get some type of, check next to your name or, emoji or whatever. I'm just giving you wrenches if you donated a certain amount and you want to see this platform continue to grow. So with that being said, Mimi F Baby, are you ready to give us some information?
Of course I am.
Of course she is. All right, so let's get it. Information by Mimi F Baby.
2, 1, 2, ready.
Good morning, Renters Union. You already know what time it is. Mimi F Baby with your information. Because when you stay ready, you don't have to what? Get ready. Jada, can I get a yes? Yes. Can I get one more? Yes. One more real long one. Yes. Okay. So, first of all, I miss you guys. I hope everyone's doing okay. I know we're approaching the 100th episode, so really just thinking about the resets, like the word right, reset, um rebuild, rebrand, refocus, right? All of these things are new, and things how can I put it? Like it's okay to restart, right? To refresh, to rediscover certain things. And one thing that I want to talk about as we're going through our process, not only just trusting the process, but enjoying the process, is I wanted to leave you with these words. If you don't remember any other information, this is the one to stick to for me is, you deserve happiness, peace, prosperity. You deserve everything that you want simply because you exist. There's no other reason. You don't have to do anything, you don't have to earn it. You can choose to live in your version of paradise, hell, heaven on earth, whatever you want to call it, right now. And what had me thinking about this was I just recently got on a reset. I got out of New York, and you know how you have to leave your home or your city or whatever. And once you're on vacation, you're like, I'm glad I did this. Like I was anxious the whole time doing it, but finally, once I got it done, I'm like, this is what I needed. And I was just thinking through some of my girlfriends on the trip, and then some of my girlfriends that I just know from around the way, and how they just live their life right now. And at times, I'm guilty of getting put in the habit of I will do these things when X happens. I will get these things done when Y happens. And almost not realizing I deserve these things right now. I don't have to wait. I don't have to wait on the next best job or the next biggest check. And in simplest form, a lot of you guys may not know this, but I just started getting my nails done again since college, which was almost 10 years ago, 10, 12 years ago, something like that. And the reason why I was in high school, I was once I got to college, I was like, oh, I can save $80 a month if I just get the regular basic manicure. But no, because I exist, I should get what I want exactly right now. So as you guys go on the journey, you take the break to reset, refresh, rediscover, relearn, maybe unlearn some things. Just know that you deserve your happiness right now as you're doing those things. That's it. That's all I got. It's been a great season, and I'll try to pull up again tomorrow.
All right, that was information from Mimi F Baby. We got a few comments that came in while you were doing that. Smile 69 Network says self-care is the best care. She also says yes, me too. And she also claps for you. And Just One Love says been missing you, Mimi.
Me too.
Lovell says just finished snowfall. What's happening? And
I didn't catch that. My homegirl Gail plays, I think, I don't want to say the crackhead because we've just learned from Drew that that's not the right word. But whatever the girl is, and I can't think of her name, so I need to catch up on that. Shout out to her.
shout out to her. Mr. B. Charleston says, good morning, G's. Good morning to my guy, Mr. B. Charleston, a.k.a. Hemp Lord. Good morning to you. And listen, we're going to need some type of a banner And if you need if you need like a video made commercial, you need a commercial, let us know too. You know what I'm saying? Mac can work that out for you. But thank you for your donation. I got a donation from you last week as well. Salute to my guy. Laurel says Mia with the morning information, and the F stands for fuck it, just live life.
That's right.
All right, that's what's up. So thank you for pulling up. You know what I'm saying? I know you got to run. Have a good rest of your day. I'm glad you're back safe and sound and refreshed from your vacation.
You too. Take care. Bye, guys.
Peace. Have a good one. All right, so that was Mimi F Baby with today's information. And not for nothing, I don't usually like to play long videos, you know what I mean? 5 minutes, you know what I mean, type videos. But there is a 5-minute video that I don't know if I would call it motivational, but it definitely was a message, you know what I'm saying? A heartwarming message from your man, David Banner. So I definitely want to play this real quick. I seen it last night when I was up, and I should not have been, but I sent it, you know what I mean, I sent it to the list of things to talk about, and we're not gonna talk about it. I'm just gonna play it. Let it speak for itself. I think he had some interesting things to say. Check it out, and we're gonna piggyback off of the information with some bars from your man David Banner.
I don't know if y'all remember, about a year ago, I did a video, maybe a year and a half ago, and I said, just something don't feel right, right? Well, I want you all to consider this, okay? Whether you believe in Illuminati, whether you believe in the takeover of this earth, you know, whether you believe in that, you're a conspiracy theorist or not, there are a select group of people who are moving the great divide amongst people and the agendas that they have forward. I told you all this once before. We look at each other as biological warfare now. You know, people coming together, congregating, talking, that has been threatened. You know, them being able to know every move that you make, that has been strengthened. Just as one world system, your ability to travel, to come and go as you choose, it's been threatened. I believe we are living in a time that people will talk about for hundreds, if not thousands of years. If we don't do something very soon, this is how life will look for our children. This is the beginning of it. So things are changing. Something is not right. So if you're feeling strange or depressed or tired or you want to sleep all the time, it's because shit is happening. Stuff is happening now that hadn't happened for hundreds and hundreds of years. You know, we are living through a defining period in history, and that shit is not easy. A shift is going on. So I just want y'all to know that it's okay if you're not feeling right. You know, I am the type of person, regardless of whether it's good or bad, I don't like change that I can't control. You know? So I just want you all to know that it's okay if you're not feeling right, if it don't feel right. They fucking with our food. They're fucking with our water. They're manipulating our children based on television, movies, and cartoons. Just go. I love cartoons, but go look at some of the shit they doing in cartoons. Like, that shit's, oh, wow. You know, they're socializing. You know, you look up at your child one day and you won't even know, like, damn, I didn't teach well, you allowed other things to do it. But the point of this video is that it's okay. There's a shift that's going on, but you have to be still enough and listen to the God or the spirit or whatever you believe in that's inside of you. And you're going to have to protect that more. You are not crazy. The crazy motherfuckers are the motherfuckers that's happy and that don't see it. Them the crazy motherfuckers. But you're not tripping. It's something going on that's way bigger than the shit that we see that's manifesting in the physical form. I don't know how to help you deal with it. I'm not equipped, and I won't try. But the only thing that I will advise, if you don't mind, is you're going to have to go inward. You know, people don't believe in being right or being kind, you know, being a stand-up person, being the things that God put us on this earth to be. Those things are being threatened. And the unhealthy, unpopular, um, un the things that are not clean, are not healthy, are the things that are being popular. I mean, that are being popularized. And when I say the things that are not popular, I mean stuff that we wouldn't have done, that we would have considered lame, that we would have been laughed out of the school or out of music for 10, 12 years ago. That's the shit that's popping now. So regardless of what people are doing, you are going to have to stand on your moral code. You're going to have to stand on the things that you believe, even if you have to do it alone. Just know, I just want y'all to know that you're not crazy, okay? I don't know if y'all remember.
So salute to David Banner. You know what I'm saying? Sweet D is clapping for David Banner. Just One Love says Porch Talk with David Banner. Is that what that's called? I had no idea. I don't really watch him like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I just came across that particular video and it moved me. I felt like sharing it. I definitely felt like sharing it. And Kennedy said he talking trail shit. Cannibird, aka Redemption, says no lies detected. Salute. Yeah, I thought that was really dope what he was saying. I thought it was a dope message. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely wanted to bring that to y'all. We talk about a lot of stories, sometimes funny stories, sometimes stories that aren't funny that we make funny. Um, and a lot of times, you know, I give everybody a voice, no matter what it is that they believe. And in doing so, you know what I mean? We challenge each other. And but at the end of the day, the goal is for us to challenge thought, you know what I mean? And but at the same time, not make anybody feel like they're crazy, right? So I really thought it was important and imperative to bring to, you know, the table that if you're feeling a way based on what's going on in nowadays climate, you know what I mean, with everything going on, like he said, you're not crazy. I thought that was a really good message. We got some more chats that pulled up. We go ahead and take this off the screen so I can put your comments on the screen. Just One Love says, yeah, that's the name. Okay, so I'll look it up. I'll look up some more of that. V Slim says, very dope message. I agree. Sweet D says, David is a real one. It seems so. You know what I'm saying? It would seem so. I never really seen him as like a flaky individual or anything like that. But at the same time, I don't idol worship. But I'll definitely look up more of the Porch Talk with David Ben. I thought that was pretty good. And Kennedy says, Jah, you a trail motherfucker. Salute to you. I enjoy the show. Thank you, Kennedy. I really appreciate that. Real talk. So, like I said, today we won't have a panel, but there are a list of stories. And I think that was a great way of kicking it off because a lot of these stories are, you know, the reason why many of us don't watch the news. The stories today, I don't really have any funny stories. They're all pretty much based on either race or police brutality or crime. You know what I mean? Some of these stories were sent to me by co-producers, associate producers, etc. But it just so happened that today the list is a bunch of fuck shit, you know what I'm saying, that we can't probably laugh at for the most part. But with all that being said, I don't have a panel, but at least I have a co-host for the day. So salute to Schoolboy for pulling up. My guy, good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning. You know what? Let me make sure my sound is coming through right because I think it isn't. My bad. My bad.
Kennedy said, it's all seem like it's a movies. Yo, life is stranger than fiction. Life is stranger than fiction. So let's get to it with all that being said. Fair warning, today is not going to be the most funny show. You know what I'm saying? Schoolboy Kennedy says, what up to you? Says salute. All right. We don't hear you. There you go. Salute. So, but today I would say is really it's appropriate that Schoolboy is here because I would say, if anything, out of all our topics and or segments, today is Civil War Report heavy. I'll say that much. All right. So with all that being said, Just One Love says, I don't know what news is unless I get it from the Ranters Union. So I guess it's our job to inform you on some of the things that are popular in the news right now. And a lot of it is some bullshit. We live in a fucked up world right now. It would appear to seem. Canna Blur, aka Redemption, says, our associate producer says, you never know what happens when you wing it. Let's go. All right, she got her popcorn ready. Let's go. So first and foremost, you see the screen. If you're familiar with this story, you already know what it is. I'm going to play this 2-minute video. The description in the video says it all. White guy harasses and assaults shy black dude for literally just walking around his own neighborhood. And it says spread his shame. All right, so we're going to watch this video before we see what the update is with the video. There has been an update already, but if you haven't seen this video, we're going to play it for you. If you have, be patient and watch along with the other union reps in the chat.
Hey, they've already been called. They're just waiting. You know what? Maybe you should hang on a little longer. We'll see how it goes. Then we won't have to get the report by ourselves.
What are you doing here?
Then walk.
Okay, and that's what I was doing. In our house.
Well, you've been here like 15 minutes now.
Let's go. Walk away.
Keep walking.
Walk away. I already walked away. Walk away right now. You need help? You got this one, Kenny. I'm happy to help you. I didn't hit you. There's a difference between
Pretty
pushing
sure you were the aggressor, buddy.
You're aggressive on the neighborhood.
Someone came running.
Walk back.
You better walk away. You walk away. You talking to my wife right now.
That's your wife?
Walk away.
I didn't do
Walk
it.
away.
Your wife to speak.
Check it out. You either walk away or I'm going to carry your ass out of here.
Dude,
what do you want to do?
You better not text me.
Or what? What are you going to do?
You up on me.
Let's go. Walk away.
I didn't do anything.
I'm about to do something to you. You better start walking.
I didn't do anything to her.
You better start walking right now.
You come after me like that?
I ain't coming after you. You're in the wrong neighborhood, motherfucker. Get out. Get out. Where? Where's your house? What's your address?
Maybe we should walk you home.
Walk me home.
Oh, you bet. You want to bet what I can do?
I live here, sir.
Okay,
right now, you're harassing the neighborhood.
I'm not harassing anyone walking through the neighborhood I live in, sir.
Where? But check it out. We are a tight-knit community. Okay. We take care of each other. A hell of a lot longer than your ass, because I have never seen you before in my life.
How long have you been living here?
That's
why does that even matter to you?
How long have you been living
here? It doesn't matter. You know what? Get the hell out of my face. Get out of my face.
You walked up to me.
Check it out, motherfucker. I ain't playing with you. You either get your ass moving or I'm going to move you.
You smell drunk.
You want to bet?
You are drunk.
I'm about to show you what I can do.
I would suggest
you better walk away. Walk away. Walk away.
I'm walking. You keep following me, sir.
There's only one way out of here. It's right over there.
There's multiple ways out of here, sir.
You want to bet? Walk away.
First off, I want to commend the young man for dealing with this this fucked up individual. You know what I'm saying? To say the least. That's a lot I can say about this motherfucker, but I want to commend the young man for holding his poise. I'll say that much. But before we move forward, Schoolboy, what's your take on this? My man Virginia Slim says that this cave beast needs the brakes beat off him. What's your thoughts on that?
You know, he seems a little bit drunk. Mm-hmm. It seems like he might have that. He might have had a flashback to when he was in a war zone or something like that. He's trying to move civilians along or something like that. But you know, if this man's, and this is my thing about you know, men out in public wearing slides. I do it from time to time, but it's just not a really good idea, right? But if I see a guy walking down the street in slides, I'm gonna let him get it, bro. Like, Go mind your business.
Gonna slide him.
Yeah, well, yeah, because I already know, like, you can't fight me. You'll be sliding all around here, and I'm gonna wipe your ass. And no homo, but it's not gonna be no. It's not gonna be no fight. So and then you out here with no shoes on, so you're not ready for no real battle. Just go in your house, bro. Call the police. You know what I mean? Call somebody who got some real work boots on. But if somebody walking around my neighborhood with slides, I'm not looking at that person as a threat. What they gonna do? You know what I mean? I guess you could pull a gun out, but he didn't look like he was doing that.
You talking about the young man or the?
I'm talking about the young man. I'm talking about this drunk white guy. Like
the young man didn't have on slides. He had on like skips, but they weren't slides. And then but the guy, the dickhead that we're talking about had no shoes on. He was just barefoot. Yeah.
It just seemed like he wanted to bother somebody, and like you said, you got to commend that guy for keeping his cool. But when I think about what happened to black people in the past, I think about the fact that, I'm sorry if y'all can hear my coffee maker, but I think about the fact that this is how black men got lynched back then. Just walking around minding their damn business. What are you doing, boy? Like, yo, mind your fucking business and leave me alone. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it just is what it is, man. It's about that time. You gotta have your head on the swivel because these folks are crazy.
Just One Love says these white folks need major psychological help and prayer. Mills Lane says, good morning, Ranters in the chat. Was gang in this guy's set tripping for? What gang is this guy set tripping for? Salute Mills Lane. And I think we know what gang that is. You know what I'm saying? That would be the white power gang. And Laura Vell says, man, I'm glad I grew up in the late 90s, early 2000s, because this most likely wouldn't have happened to people in my generation. We have a certain edge, win or lose. And, I'm not necessarily convinced that it happens, all the time in this generation neither, right? But at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, it happens. You know what I'm saying? It happens in pockets. You feel me? So I don't think it's a generational thing. I think it's something like Schoolboy said, it's been happening. It's going to continue to happen until this shit is not tolerated. You know what I'm saying? On no level. I'll just leave it at that. Kennedy says, oh no, he slaps and slides the fuck shit. And Ravioli says, only wear slides indoors. And Just One Love says slide his ass in his slides. All right. Cannablur says, white folks are so extra. I can tell fucked up tales coming from predominantly white neighborhoods. My mom had to curse out a neighbor once who said, it's nice having good people like you guys around here. And see, I don't think it's a generational thing. I think it happens. You feel me? And Kennedy says, Schoolboy right. I see how he thinking. And Keenan Collins says, shout out to the Black Fort Jackson Commander General, who's already on top of the situation. V Slim says that young man was in his own neighborhood. That's a fact. So there's an update on it already. Like you guys said, some of you are hip to what's going on. So we're going to play some footage on what's happening now in regards to, their response, the response. And that's what I wanted to talk about too, but I'll wait till afterwards.
One side of the sign say Black Lives Matter, other side say it's about us. The side that's pointing towards him say Black Lives Matter.
The point what we need to do is normalize black leaders. We need to normalize.
He not in his driveway. He kind of on the sidewalk. He all right. He all right.
We need to normalize that because I'm gonna tell you why. If we don't normalize that, we're gonna deal with this at the job. Huh?
Yeah.
We're gonna deal with this at the thing.
Yeah.
How we gonna get opportunity, huh? I'm speaking for this generation right now. Why am I?
Come on, bro. Oh yeah, somebody check public records, see if he was really arrested for real.
We are the leaders right now. We are the leaders. You feel me?
Come on in your yard, bro. I'm on your territory at this point. Come on. We want to talk to you.
Talk to us.
We just want to talk. We want to understand some things. That's it.
No justice, no peace.
Honor. What you gonna do? You gonna stay in here every day? You gonna make us move?
This is our street. We live here. We own this country. We built this damn country.
Right.
It's not We are the natives of this country. We are the original people of this country. All of us black people are original. This is our country. This is our flag. We built this up. So that's the way. The black man is out here today. You said no.
All right, so Lorville says, I'm so sick of protesting cameras. Turn off the cameras and handle your business. Pink Sugar says, Grand Rising family. Good morning to you, Pink Sugar. And Lorville says, that's if you serious. Let's leave it right here. He's sick of the protests. However, I like protests like this where they take it straight to the actual source of the fuck shit, right? So like if you have a problem with a court, you should be in front of that courthouse. If you got a problem with a business, you should be in front of that business. You know what I mean? Versus just aimlessly walking around all types of streets. You know what I'm saying? Go directly to the source if you're going to protest. Now, in this particular case, the source is somebody's front lawn. Schoolboy, what the fuck did this guy think was going to happen in today's climate?
I mean, you know. I feel like his wife put a battery in his back. Go out there and see what that nigga's doing.
Yo, she was in the back talking a lot of shit too.
Yeah,
talking hella shit in the background, yo.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah, you've been here 15 minutes. Like, who the hell was on a walk and just stands in front of somebody's house for 15 minutes? Come on now.
Right. They damn sure just, came outside and came at him. And like you said, his wife was talking a lot of bullshit. She was talking a lot of bullshit. And when he turned to talk to his wife, you know what I mean? That's when he got more aggressive. You know what I mean? Hey, that's my fucking wife. And all that bullshit, right?
That guy was like, this is your wife? He didn't even know. He probably like, God damn, this bitch is ugly.
My man Cali Connected, aka I think Mr. Nason is how you say it, says they are still mad about the OJ verdict. Imagine him walking in a black neighborhood. Trump would have released a statement. He also said he's not a racist. He has a color TV. Keddesy says the fuck shit got insomnia. B Slim says laugh out loud. Imagine set tripping in the suburbs. And that's exactly what we just saw. Brooklyn Hodges says the wife in the back yelling at him, Kenny, that's the type of woman that will get her man shot. You know what? You ain't lying. But once again, Schoolboy, in regards to this, right? In regards to this, I got to ask again. I don't understand. You can't make sense out of stupid, but what exactly did he think was going to happen? I got to ask that one more time. Like,
I don't know. I think that he thought that after, and the thing about it is they were filming it, and I guess it seems like they're the ones who put the video out. Oh, I get it. He's trying to go for the GoFundMe. He's looking for that $500,000 GoFundMe.
Wait, you talking about the aggressor?
Yes. Because his wife is the one who did the video. We all now have the video, which means that his wife or one of his neighbors would have given that license to the news. So they're probably getting paid for that video, right?
I want to talk pie in the sky. I don't know if they get the video.
Okay, but either way, they posted that video up. So they want the video to go viral. This is us standing up for our neighborhood. They're gonna post that up. It's gonna be on Stormfront. Basically, Stormfront is like the white world star.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? That's where the white supremacists hang out at. So they post that up, and now he gets actual consequences for his bad actions. Right? Now he's gonna try to be a victim. We're gonna post up this GoFundMe. Me and my wife are unable to work. These niggas, my neighbors are in my front yard and they're screaming all the time.
with bullhorns.
Yeah, with bullhorns. We're afraid.
I can't leave.
Yeah.
Shanique was outside. I want to talk to you.
Yeah. I can't sleep. My commander's on my ass. I might be headed to the brig. So long story short, now he gets to drum up support for himself. They probably got bills and shit that they need to pay. They probably pulled like the pandemic jugs, ain't paid their rent in a few months, and now this shit is done with. So they got to figure it out. So they said, okay, I know what we do. First nigga we see walk past here, we gonna set up the stage and get it popping. But that's what's been happening since Trayvon Martin, since George Zimmerman set the playbook for how this is done. They go out here, commit a crime, cry foul in the public, and then they start getting all these donations in. Like I said, this is first of all, killing a black man. I feel like nowadays, back in the day, they would put up the little wanted poster and say, "Hey, there's a reward if you can snatch a nigga off the street and return him back." Nowadays, it's like, just kill him in the street, take a video of it, post it up, let it go viral. When you lose your job and everything like that, we'll provide you with lawyers and stuff like that so y'all can get off, because we need to set a precedent that this is okay. This is what we're going back to. That's what somebody said. We're back in the days of Dred Scott. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Long story short, they can make that happen. They can get that pot of gold. They don't have to worry about working again. All they got to do is kill a nigga and get off.
Man, that's a plot twist. That is a plot twist. You know what I mean? So the more noise people make in front of his house, the more the more his chances, the higher his chances that he'll get donations.
Yo, my thing is, I'm not even gonna say what I think should happen. I think they're doing the right thing by creating that type of commotion in front of his house, but I think it needs to go further, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
I hear you. Kennedy says, and he's a bitch ass nigga. That's a fact.
And shout out to Backyard Barbie, who was out there with all the black people.
You saw that, right?
Yeah, I saw that. And the cameraman was like, look at that ass, though. Yo, we out here for the struggle. And the cameraman made sure he included Becky's booty. I'm like, Backyard Becky, that's what I'm going to call her. Yo, she was out there. She was out there shaking that little bun on top of her head and shit. She was serious, man.
Oh, man. I thought I was the only one who seen that. Kennedy Williams says, I read that. And Keenan Khan says, he's drunk, Logic. He wasn't thinking. All right, that's possible. Once again, that dude was some type of sergeant or some shit previously, like somebody mentioned. And let me see. V Slim says, they went in the house, high five, cheers, some Bud, cheers with some Bud Lights, and said, "Fuck yeah, we showed that black guy who's boss," and that shit backfired. But then plot twist, like Boy said, they can get some donations off of the matter. Kennedy says, "Yep, they probably getting paid for it." I told people, understand what you're looking at. Good observation. Lovell says they were saying that the black guy grabbed a white woman's ass, and that turned out to be false. Wow. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that part. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, what state is this in, bro?
You know what? Don't give me the line.
Okay. Either way, we on this platform, we have all been around black people. We've lived in different type of places around white people. Yo, who the fuck is walking around in 2021 grabbing ass in the middle of the damn street?
Yeah,
that don't even make sense. That's exactly like bruh. When I say we're back in Dred Scott, what I mean by that is I want to say the Supreme Court said at this time that the white man, the black man has no rights that the white man has to respect, or something like that. Mm-hmm. You know, or was it the black man basically isn't human, so he don't have rights. Long story short, that's what they really want is a callback to that time. Trump gave them a taste of it for 4 years, and they really didn't want to let that go, to the point where they left their homes and lost their freedom. You know what I'm saying? Like they went out there fighting for freedom, and now they in jail. So we're dealing with a really different type of people, man. We're dealing with slave masters' grandchildren. That's what we're dealing with. Great grandchildren. And they're just trying to call back that DNA, and they don't realize that the reason why, this is the thing, they always try to make it seem like slavery ended because of war. They want to make it seem like slavery ended because black people wasn't going to allow themselves to be enslaved for much longer. They didn't really have a fucking choice.
All right, pardon the lackadaisical production hiccups going on, y'all might see. I think I read this right. Cannon Blur says they get aggy and pumped up by their feelings, sense of tragic caucasity, nonsense, for Newsmax. All right. And Kennedy says, Schoolboy, right? I think all these motherfuckers doing a movie is sick. Cali Connector says he's going to get a 6 to 7 figure donations, no doubt, not to mention a free neo-Nazi lawyer. Yikes. And that's in regards to what you said. And great observation once again. Sean P says, white bread doing neighbor watch in military housing their crowns. And Lorvell says, agreed, Kennedy. And V Slim agrees with Redemption. Brooklyn Hodge says he just wanted to be looked at as a hero in his community. And now he's a fucking dickhead to us all. But like Schoolboy said, he might get some donations. He might be a hero to some. Pink Sugar says, salute to Schoolboy. All right. Your mic is on, Teddy. All right. Kenny.
Salute.
All right. Ken Blur says, though, those donations generally add up to far more than the aggressor takes home. It's a win for fuck shit. Damn.
Yo, it's an unofficial bounty system. That's what we're looking at, and that's the reason why. And see, GoFundMe figured it out. So now they're like, oh no, we're not gonna let you guys do that. You shoot somebody and you got to go to court. You'll figure that shit out on your own. But again, white supremacists have their own economy. There are other ways that they raise money the same exact way.
Glad you pointed that out. Sometimes when I'm reporting the story, I don't get to really think deep about, you know what I'm saying, what I'm looking at. I can just talk on the fly, but, you know, I'm glad you had that vantage point, was able to bring that up. Let me see. Lorvell says the mother found out her daughter liked bouncing on soul poles, so she went crazy and got G.I. Joe. All right, that's a good you know, I don't what I call that. That's a good hypothetical, I guess. But if you have facts on that, please send it. If you have facts that he was dating her daughter or something like that. But Mr. B. Charleston says, whose house is that? You know what I mean? Apparently it's the guy. I think he was some type of you know, army vet or some shit like that. Apparently it's his house, you know what I mean? But the guy was just walking through the neighborhood. Apparently he lives in the neighborhood and he was just walking through the neighborhood. So, and like Schoolboy said, he wasn't standing in front of his home, so he just passed it. And it didn't take long for them to aggress this man. You know what I mean? Cali Connector says, imagine being military and that guy decides to pass out promotions. He couldn't hide the racism at home with a few drinks in the system. I mean, I know a fair amount of people that went to the military, and from what I'm to understand, racism is a thing. You know what I'm saying? Racism is a thing. You'll come across racism in the military.
You gotta realize that if you go into the military is one of the only places, well, not one of the only places, one of the places where some of the most mediocre people, not just white people, but some of the most mediocre people are gonna get promoted based on being there. Not based on being good at their fucking job. Not based on being super patriots. They're just gonna get promoted because that's the fucking rule. So a lot of these guys, they weren't shit in high school. They couldn't pass a damn class to save their life. You know what I mean? But they know how to work that system, and they're going to get points for being mediocre and white. So they go into the military and get some clout, put that uniform on. Now they're a federal fucking officer, and they're running around passing out L's to folks who don't know no better. But these folks, a lot of these folks wasn't shit out in the public sector. Once they get out the military, they're not going to be shit. They're just waiting for somebody to say thank you for your service. Man, fuck you. These people that do that shit, man, they don't deserve it. That's not the standard that America really, real Americans should respect. Anyway.
Right. And V Slim says, yeah, racism is rampant in the military. And Just One Love says it was his KKK initiation video. Kennedy says Lorvell is like, you already know that they hustle in the game and they will kill themselves on cam to get money or likes. Some people think they're better off dead than alive to their family. You know what I'm saying? Might be at one of those type people. I don't know. You might have a point. Keenan Khan says black people already on edge after watching them on Amazon Prime, and then he goes and does this dumb shit. So, you know, he deserves for them to trample his lawn and scream at them all day. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully he don't get a bunch of donations for it, but it is what it is. Keenan Kong says they're in Columbia, South Carolina. Thank you for that. Good.
This is what I got to tell you about South Carolina, and I'm not sure exactly if it's Columbia or not. I haven't spent a lot of time in South Carolina, but there was a point in time where I had a lot of business in South Carolina. I was there, weekly. Bruh, the vibe in South Carolina near that capital is really fucked up, bruh. It's really, I think it's Charleston. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, the Civil War started in South Carolina. So when you go there, there's a military base there. And I had a friend at the time who's, dad or whatever was at the military. I was like, yo, what's up with the vibe out here? He was like, yeah, this is like the touch point of the Civil War. These folks ain't forgetting about that shit. It's just hot out here. It's always like that. You talking about 100 plus years later, 200 years later? These people are for real like, yo, we still not, like, if they get an opportunity, they're going for it again. Obviously.
I would hate to eat at a diner out there. You know what I'm saying? Just fucking spit all in your food. Kennedy says, them ain't people, them niggas, no matter what color or creed. I believe that. Mr. B. Charleston, who is, I believe, in South Carolina, says, okay, I'm up to speed. Let us know about the vibe out there, brother. Let us know. Let me see. Cali Connector says, who will get more donations, the skinhead neighborhood watch or the cop who accidentally shot the young man? I probably would say, I would put my money on that the cop will get more donations. You know what I'm saying? And Can of Blur says, as an aside, I saw footage where it appeared two black women walked by when the kid was initially accosted. Why didn't they step in? That's interesting. I wonder if one of them were one of the people that were filming, or did they just keep it moving and mind their
Nah,
business?
they just kept it moving. They was obviously just out for their evening walk, and they was like, oh, okay. But you know what? I think that's a holdover. Honestly, I think that's a holdover from slavery. You know what I'm saying? You see the white folks over there messing with them black folks, just keep your head down and keep it moving. Don't become part of the problem. But they definitely should have been like, yo, my thing is, when I see the police accosting somebody close, I might not run up on them, hey, what y'all doing?
Right.
But
stop and watch.
Yeah, let me sit back. Let me figure that out.
Yeah, Mr. B. Charleston said South Carolina is one of the most racist state in the country. Wow, be safe, brother. And Brooklyn Hodge says South Carolina is a shithole state for real. Brooklyn Hodge says I just came through South Carolina for some water, and it was not comfortable. And Mr. B. Charleston says I'm 90 minutes from that area. Be safe, brother. Be safe. Tennessee says Black Lives Matter and the KKK, the same group. Pay attention. The color is green. They're all about money and power. Definitely people about money and power, but at the same time, racism. People can be poor and racist. You know what I'm saying? So we can't forget that there's a large population of poor white folks in this country that are poor and still, promote white supremacy, you know what I'm saying, even though they might be poor. I just want to throw that out there. So with that being said, another racist story that I wanted to get to this yesterday, but I'm gonna get to it today. Story of racism via high school, a high school football team. This is a viral video. You may have watched it already. The viral video has people up in arms after black high school football player in Illinois is seen sitting in a locker full of banana peels. I'll just play the video for you, and we can break it down from there. It's only a 45-second video. Bear with us.
Yes, sir! I'm a killer, I'll break up your knees. Yes, sir! I'm a killer, I'll break up your knees. Yes, sir!
All right, so I did want to, bring that to the table. Kennedy said, this is sick. I agree. And Schoolboy, you got any words for this scenario? You got any words? Sit
Yeah,
in
for
a
those,
lot with the banana pills before he breaks both of your knees. That's what
yeah,
he. Man.
for those of us who have small children, those of us who are thinking about having kids, I think the last generation, their thing was, I'm gonna move around to white people so I can get those resources and send my kids to the white schools. That's not always the best idea, because that's what's happening to your kids when they're in school. They're learning to accept that type of behavior. They're learning to exist in that type of environment. Then they get out into the world, and you wonder why they can't stand up for themselves. That's why, because they've learned how to, lessen themselves to be able to fit in. And a lot of times people thinking, well, I'm gonna just put my kids over here and they're gonna be better than being in the hood. No, no, no. The hood teach you how to survive. That teach you how to be a slave. And that's what we seeing. That's what we're saying. But that being said, I heard that if I'm not mistaken, I read the article. It said that there were white and black students involved. I don't think that matters.
Right. Because I was gonna say the black students, if there was indeed black students involved, it wouldn't matter because obviously, they're following the crowd, which the crowd is perpetuating this racist, ideology and bullying people based on race. So even if they were black people involved, if you ask me, they victims too.
And I'm not gonna give them victimhood because some niggas in those environments are doing that shit so their white friends will laugh.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, he. You know what I'm saying? They don't realize that they getting laughed at. Ain't nobody laughing with them. So,
but you don't think they're a victim at least of the mind state that put them in that scenario? I think once upon a time they would probably have got bullied too, and they're like, "Fuck that! I don't want to get bullied by these motherfuckers, so I'm gonna act like I'm with the shit."
I think more so they're a victim of their parents' upbringing. Because one thing that I will say is this, and we talked about this offline a little bit. I went to a high school in rural Georgia. There were 40 black kids in my entire school, over 1,000 kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's really random that you may or may not have a black person in your class when you go to class.
Mm-hmm.
But before I got there, I was coming from Spanish Harlem. My people was like super black. I wasn't built like that for them to talk crazy to me, and I would call them out for it and look them dead in their face and let it be what it is. And I didn't have but I got respect for that to the point where I was there for a year, and the next year I was president of my class,
and
all of my officers were black. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the way I operated. But I also saw in that environment the kids who didn't have that kind of thing. They came up with these same white kids the whole time. Their interactions with those folks were a lot different than my own.
They're not going to have the same fortitude.
And that's the thing. You got to give your kids that fortitude before you send them to those environments. I would have never sat in a damn locker. You want to break somebody's knees? Well, shit, I'm gonna keep moving the motherfuckers around. It's gonna be hard.
Right, got to break the keys. Let me go to this comment before we move on with this subject because this is from the subject previous. Lorvell says, "Will the white couple receive more donations than Umar Johnson? Who you got getting more donations? The white couple bullying a young black kid on their lawn, or Umar Johnson? Who you got receiving more donations?"
Well, Dr. Umar has kept open the donation line for this school for how many years now? It's been almost a decade, and I don't know. I might be exaggerating there a little bit, but yeah, Dr. Umar is definitely receiving more donations. All right,
I got Dr. Umar too for the win.
Yeah. Yo, do you remember the time he was in his house? Yo, you remember the time he was in his house and he turned his camera around and just bags of trash all over the place?
Yeah, I saw that video.
Yo, your boy Tariq Nasheed did a very good takedown of the trashy apartment. He called that man the Prince of Pine Sol. That's what he needed to be. The Prince of Pine Sol. God damn.
Caleb Bird says, I'm glad I only have a dog. That's all I've got for this bullshit. And I tell people all the time who don't have children, don't let people with children make you feel like you're fucked up for not having children. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's a real decision to make. You know what I'm saying? To have a child and bring a child into this world. I'm not saying to have a child or not to, but if you don't, I always like to remind people, like, don't feel crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because you just might not have been built for that decision to bring a child into this world. You know what I mean? Brooklyn Honcho says, nowadays I see these young folks electric punch them in the mouth if they don't have a gun. And Kennedy says, I would do the Lord's work on my kid and that motherfucker that shot the video. And I guess he's saying he wouldn't let his kid back down. B Slim says, I blame the parents for not teaching knowledge itself. So does Schoolboy. Salute to you both. Brooklyn Hunter says, nowadays these young folks will let you punch them in the mouth if they don't have a gun. Okay, I think that's what he meant to say earlier.
You know, I feel you. So what you saying is that Brooklyn Hunter, what you saying is that they scared?
Basically, you know what I mean? If they don't have a gun, they're not going to pop off, is what he's saying. I mean, there's a lot of that, but I don't think it's new. I even when I was growing up, it was a lot of motherfuckers that if they ain't have a gun or they wasn't rolling with a pack of niggas with guns and shit, you know what I'm saying? No Mel Gibson. They be pussy on their own. You know what I'm saying? You catch that same motherfucker by at the bus stop by himself. That nigga pussy is you know what I mean? Whatever.
To be honest,
mad friendly and shit. You know what I'm saying? But come around that same nigga while you with a gang of motherfuckers, you know what I mean, that may or may not have the burner in the bushes. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden they tough. So I think it's always been that way. But go ahead, Schoolboy.
I was just about to say, one of the reasons why I practice going in unfamiliar places by my damn self is just to make sure I'm not that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Yo, whenever you see me out, a lot of times if people see me out in the world, you're going to see me by my goddamn self or one or two other people. I don't keep a whole bunch of people around me. And another reason for that is this. When it's time for me to move, I ain't got to explain to a bunch of people what the hell going on. If we need to do whatever we need to do and get the hell on, I don't have a whole bunch of people who know me when I was there. Like, that's the thing. So, you know what I'm saying? I'll leave it at that.
I'm the same way. Kennedy says, ain't no way my kid will accept that. And motherfuckers know my kid know it. Motherfuckers gonna make the news for real. Be safe out there though. So Solar says, good morning, network. Salute to my guy Sosa over there in Facebook. Canterbury says, right, Schoolboy. Some are desperate to integrate themselves in white circles. Really good point brought up by Schoolboy. Brooklyn Hodge says their parents are the ones who brought that H&M shirt, coolest monkey in the jungle. Brooklyn Hodge also says every parent should show their child the Netflix special Amend. And Laura Velt says, my kids will definitely be in boxing classes, boys and girls. Salute to you. Kenna Blur says, plus you can't question the kid's reaction. Perhaps he was just confused and didn't know how to express it. He could have been genuinely angry. I do feel sorry for him, you know what I'm saying? But as the saying goes, a coward dies 1,000 deaths. So hopefully, you know what I mean, he'll get over the trauma of him not doing something. And hopefully he won't take the route that we've seen a lot of young white kids take in the past and come back and shoot the whole goddamn school up. You know what I'm saying? We've seen that happen in the past as well. We see Solar Sosa says, growing up in the hood is either going to make you or break you. Definitely teaches you how to survive. I will never regret my growing up in the projects because it made me the person I am today. Salute to you. I feel the same way. Kennedy says, I have 4 girls, 2 in their 20s, 2 in their teens. I know they will make the news with a motherfucker. They know how to not be like what they see on the internet, but they know how to fight. Salute to you for being a good father. Slim says possibly can it be, but he looked real submissive in that video. He did. And Slovel says he moved solo as well. And Cannabler response says, you never been mad as fuck but couldn't do anything. Your face may reflect sadness, but you're burning inside. I've been there, but not on a level where I couldn't do anything. More on a level where it's like, I really want to curse this motherfucker out, but I'm a whole adult now. And this is a professional setting. So I just got to hold that L. You know what I mean? Until I could calm down and express in a calm manner how you fucked up. You know what I mean? But go ahead, Schoolboy.
I was just going to say that I just think about back to my football days. Yo, you got cleats on. You put your cleats on. Like, you just be quiet. You know, sit in the locker. Put your cleats on. and kick your way out the fucking room. Nobody wants to take a face of cleats. Nobody. So you start acting fucking crazy with them cleats on and just running people over. That shit gonna stop. I mean, it is what it. I've done that shit. I used to be a running back and used to literally try to climb on people. You on the pile, you hit me hard earlier, I'm gonna step on you with my cleats and try to run that shit through your legs and shit. Step all on your back and shit. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to hurt you now because you hurt me. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Yeah, hopefully you get some kind of get back that makes sense. Cali Connected says, I went to a private high school that was 3% black. As freshmen, we tried to talk to the black seniors and they wanted nothing to do with us.
Right. Same experience. The older, some of the older, the longer those folks have been in that environment, the less likely they were to even make eye contact with you. I even see this when I go back to where my mom lives. The black community there has grown since we got there, 20 years ago, whatever. But even to this day, you go into Walmart, you could be in Walmart for like 5 minutes before you see a black person. Then you see them and they make eye contact like this. They make eye contact like this. They trying their best not to see you. Like, nigga, I see your black ass. Ain't nobody else black in here.
They'll do the black head. No, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
B-Slim says true, but I'd rather had taken an L in that situation. And I feel you. You know what I'm saying? But he took an L either way. Slim. You know what I'm saying? So, let's hope for the best for that young man and hope that this doesn't create him to be some type of real doormat for white supremacy in the future. Real talk. Kennedy says, I ride by myself. If it ain't me, you're going to see whoever you believe in. If you fuck with me, I be minding my business. And he also says, Schoolboy was a running black. Say they so. How the fuck Schoolboy making eye contact with motherfuckers on my morning blunt? Salute to Kennedy. And Brooklyn Hanjo says, a coward dies 1,000 deaths. Yes. Saying that makes a lot of sense.
Great saying, by the way. I'm definitely gonna have to incorporate into my daily.
Yeah, it's not mine, but it's something. But with that being said, let's talk about another high school sports situation. Vaguely, that was a young man who went to school and was in the high school, I think, football team. So let's talk about this basketball coach who was Breaking Bad. So a basketball coach who was Breaking Bad in North Carolina. In a North Carolina high school, basketball coach was fatally shot while attempting to rob the home of a Mexican drug cartel member, along with his brother-in-law. There is some footage of there's a news clip about the scenario. So let's go ahead and watch it. It's not a long video, about 2.5 minutes. Let's check it out.
In reaction tonight to the murder of a popular Union County teacher and high school coach, Barney Harris was hired at Union Academy Charter School in 2017 as a Spanish teacher and then served as the head coach for the varsity basketball team and track teams. Last Thursday, he was killed in a shootout with a Mexican drug cartel. This happened in Alamance County. Authorities say Harris was trying to steal money and drugs from the cartel. WCNC Charlotte's Lexi Wilson has been following this story all day, talking to people who knew Harris. She joins us from his former school. Lexi?
Shock and disbelief are some of the words used to describe the community's reaction to Harris's death. He was a beloved coach and teacher here at Union Academy, but in reality, he was living somewhat of a double life. Outside Union Academy, a display of remembrance for coach and teacher Barney Harris. Now we're learning Harris's death is being investigated as a murder. Barney Harris shot and killed in a shootout with drug cartel.
Nothing surprises me. There's people and families that have relatives that violate the law, and a lot of them never know.
Last Thursday, Harris went to a mobile park in Alamance County to steal money and drugs from the cartel. Deputies say Harris and his brother-in-law, Stephen Stewart Jr., shot and killed an 18-year-old drug runner.
With some video footage off of Mr. Harris's phone, they had been here looking before.
That's when a shootout happened. Harris killed in the gunfire, even though he was wearing a bulletproof vest.
I know the cartel. They have the reputation. They don't lose. They're going to pay somebody back. That's what worries me right now.
Harris was hired at Union Academy in 2017 as a Spanish teacher and then served as the head coach for the varsity basketball team and track team. Shock on Facebook comments, one reading, "Everyone that knew Barney thought he was a good dude, and he was. Unfortunately, good people also have a dark side sometimes, and that's what you see here." And last week, the school released a statement on Harris's death saying that he would be missed. And I did reach out to the school again as we're learning more information about Harris and this case. We have yet to hear back. Reporting in Monroe for WCNC Charlotte, I'm Lexi Wilson.
My thoughts exactly, Kennedy. This nigga. Schoolboy. It looks like you didn't like when you saw that he was black.
Of course not. You know, I want everybody black to win. But
no Teddy Riley.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I still don't hear you, but it's off of mute, so you might want to check your device. All right, you put it back on mute.
There we go. Now I'm off mute.
And I still don't hear you.
All right.
Oh, my fault. I turned something down over here.
Good. All right, cool. So you can hear me now.
Yeah, that was on me. My bad. But yeah.
Yo. That picture right there kills me, bro. Because he looks like a nigga who would do that shit. So I'm surprised that nobody knew. But like, here's my thing, right?
All love,
right?
No fear. No.
Yeah. The fact that he's a Spanish teacher, I just can't imagine this. I really wish I could have heard his Spanish accent. I just want to see if it's black Spanish accent or if he sounds like a Mexican. Because if he sounds like a Mexican, I see why he was turned up with the cartel.
And it call says the Black Walter White. This nigga really was Breaking Bad though. Whole time he was really Breaking Bad.
So on the side that's not funny about this man's a whole teacher, kids, well respected, and still has to go out here to rob the cartel to make ends meet. Pay these teachers more money, man.
He was getting it. You know what I mean? Oh, that's definitely the Black Walter White. You know what I'm saying? He definitely was getting that paper. You know what I'm saying? He went out like Walter White too. Just One Love says, white man, nothing surprises me. Shaking my head. If it was a white man robbing a cartel, that would not have been his statement. And I agree. Kennedy says, I want to hear that nigga speak Spanish too. And Kennedy says, who steals money from a cartel? That nigga.
Yeah. I mean, like that guy said, the cartel don't really play like that. They not the police and they not niggas. They're coming for that shit, bro.
That's crazy for the cops to say that too. For the cops, they don't lose. Like what, nigga?
Well, hold on. I say that because he said that with a whole lot of respect in his damn voice, right?
He did.
Yeah, and that's the reason why. It's because the cartel working with the police. That's what the fuck that is.
Allegedly.
He done sent them. Allegedly, he done sent them on some missions and they didn't lose. So he know for sure they don't lose.
So that's what I'm worried about. I don't know. Anyway, so that was we're just gonna call that the Black Walter White. You know what I'm saying? Mr. B. Charleston says, shout out to the Carolinas cartels. Hey, salute to you for your donation. I appreciate you, brother. Mills Zane says the show Power created a lot more exposure to double life working class brothers. Laurel says a Mexican named Joker told the other amigos that he was on the way to rob him. And Sweet D says, what the fuck was these goofies on? Shaking my damn head. And you got to be in it to win it. You got to be in it to win it.
That being said, did y'all see all that goddamn money, bruh?
Yeah, he didn't do that shit for nothing.
Nah, he knew what the fuck was going on. He knew that was the end of the month. You know, they had to make their drop and shit like that. They was fit to drive. He got the mule. So he knew that they was packing that car up and went out there and shot that dude.
Just One Love says, agreed, schoolboy. He's working for the cartel. Nothing surprises him.
Right.
And Kennedy says, the motherfuckers will have your head in front of your house or hanging from a freeway if you steal from them. Laurel says, he is the real life ghost from Power. Laurel also says, this nigga went solo, stupid move. At least bring partner with him. I think it was two of them. They said a brother or something like that. So yeah, that's it for the Black Walter White. You know what I'm saying? Mr. B says he thought he had a drop on him. Yeah, he had a drop, all right. But yo, so with all that being said, we don't have too much time left. This is Thursday where we try to end no later than 9:30. School has to go, so do I. But we want to get some more of this Civil War report out really quick. An update on the officer who shot the woman during the attack on the Capitol. That officer has been that officer will not be charged. That officer will not be charged.
Can we get a round of applause for that man? Thank you. I appreciate that. I would just remind the country that, again, it was a black man protecting the Capitol. Yes, sir. It was. He shot that white woman coming through that window like it was his job, goddamn. I'm just saying. And yeah, man, she should have followed the law. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that all the facts came out and this officer was cleared of wrongdoing because we all saw the video.
Yeah,
we all saw the video. You know, they've been told them to stop. I mean, how much more clear could you make it? They barricaded the damn doors. Your dumb ass trying to climb through the window. I'm gonna just say this: black people do a lot of dumb shit. That ain't the dumb shit they doing. We're not climbing through windows at federal buildings in front of federal officers. That's just not no dumb shit black people do.
Mills Lane is clapping as well. Candace says, I would have shot her ass too. All right. Well, salute to y'all. Salute to the officer, you know what I mean, for not being charged, you know what I mean, in that shooting. You know what I mean? That would have been fucked up. Sunflower says, I love y'all. Y'all so funny. Salute to you, Scott. Good morning to you. All right. Hope you have a great day. And Cali Connector says, if BLM stormed the Capitol, they would drop a nuke.
Yeah. Fuck all this shit. Like, what we're building, these niggas ain't gonna fit the win today. You know.
That's true, man. That's a fact. V Slim says, I'm glad that terrorists got what she deserved.
Right. And I want to remind everybody that the Nation of Islam and Farrakhan sent at least 500,000 black men to the Capitol and left the Capitol damn near spotless when they left.
Right. Also, that's true. And I went to the last march in Washington too with my big little sister Jersey Jen and my other sis Charlene. Kennedy says, I love all y'all and stay away from the fuck shit. That's a fact. Stay out the way. Stay out the way. That's a fact. I mean, we love y'all back. Also, another update. Thank you. Another update is the Virginia police officer that got fired after spraying the black Army lieutenant with pepper spray. So there is a viral video. I'm sure you've seen it where the Army lieutenant, I believe it was in Virginia. Yeah, it was in Virginia. Got sprayed with pepper spray by an officer by the name of, what's this asshole's name? Officer Joe Gutierrez or something like that. I don't know how to say his last name, but based on the video going viral and everything, the guy's been, he's been fired. He's been fired, and hopefully they'll charge him as well. But they're gonna fire him, and hopefully that man gets paid. Like Redemption said yesterday, I'm sure he's gonna get paid. Schoolboy.
Yeah, just pay attention to the fact that these police departments grew out of slave patrols. We remember that. So when they fired them from one slave patrol, that don't stop them from moving to the next slave patrol.
Good point.
And so the federal government, see, this is my thing with the federal government and your favorite Uncle Joe goddamn Biden, right? If Joe Biden was serious about protecting the black citizens of this country and stopping the legal lynching that's going on, he says to the people, he says to the states, there's a federal law. If your dumbass gets fired from being a cop, it's not that fucking hard, but your dumbass gets fired from being a cop and you're under investigation, you can no longer be a cop until you're cleared of wrongdoing. And even if you do get through the criminal investigation, after so many complaints, it should be over. You don't need to be a cop your whole goddamn life. Go find something else to do.
Salute to Schoolboy, man. I put some respect on Schoolboy name today, yo. Put that man in CashApp, man. Yo, how did your interview go yesterday?
Fucking excellent. I have another debrief today at 2:30. And I'm moving on to the next round. So, yeah.
Sounds like formalities to me.
That's what it sounds, bro. It feels like that too. To be completely honest with you, this next interview is gonna be the make or break. So, but like I said, man, this is a game changer for me. This is really gonna this could really change my life in a major way. So
we're pulling for you. V Slim says exactly. He can just move over to the next county and keep working. Yeah, that's fucked up. Lord Bell says, should black people become cops? I say yes. That's my answer.
Yes, but we also need our street organizations to start to work with our communities to protect our communities.
Sweet, he said that officer pushed her wig all the way back. Yeah, look, that black cop is a good example of a good black cop. You know what I'm saying? Kenneth Bird is clapping, and Schoolboy says, "Schoolboy, CeeLo Green, brother." Yo, listen, I say yes. I say yes, and I agree with Schoolboy that definitely needs to be some type of brotherhoods. That still people adhere to. Whether street organizations or not, just organizations in general, to keep, checks and balances on what they're doing. Keep them with some type of moral code. You can't just be a cop and think it's going to end there and you're going to go along with the system. You know what I'm saying? I'm on record saying if I was a cop, I would have been one of the cops trying to arrest cops. You know what I'm saying? As crazy as that may sound, I would be trying to arrest officers. So another thing we want to bring up before we get up out of here, Schoolboy, the former officer that killed the young man, Dante Wright, has been charged with second-degree manslaughter. Second-degree manslaughter. What say you about that charge? Second-degree manslaughter, which if someone's convicted of this charge, would face a sentence up to 10 years in prison or fine or a fine of $20,000. This source being the CNN saying that. What's your thoughts, brother? Manslaughter, is that enough for that cop in this case?
Our justice system's kind of thrown, so it might not be enough, but it'll get her some jail time. And really, if they wanted to play the game the way it's supposed to be played, they're supposed to stack that shit up. She's supposed to have a few misdemeanors, a few felonies, make her fight all of that shit. So it's never going to be enough because you can't tell me you got 20 plus years of training. You're literally looking down the barrel of the goddamn thing you're holding in your fucking hand. The taser has yellow on it. When you were looking down the barrel of your goddamn gun, did you see yellow?
Right.
And why the hell did you need to shoot somebody whose ID you just fucking had?
Right.
Whose license you have?
It's not going nowhere.
But again, these people are slave catchers. They are not law bringers. And this is my thing about the police. We got to remember, the police don't prevent a damn thing. They report on the crime. We doing about as much law enforcement as they doing half the time. You know what I mean? Like I was just talking to somebody yesterday, and we talking about how somebody said they're gonna call the police, and it's like, yo, by the time you call the police, I still have at least 7 minutes to beat your ass. So, you know what I'm saying? Good luck.
So look, man, just gonna read some of these comments. I know you gotta go. So do I. Jersey Jen says glad they got fired. Cali Connected says congratulations, Schoolboy, keep pushing. Cali Connected also says Danny DeVito, penguin looking bitch. And V Slim says she'll get 5 years probation. Hopefully it'll be more than that. Hopefully she'll get 10 years, the max, in prison. But we shall see. We shall see. Keenan Khan says, good luck, Schoolboy. I hope your future employers never watch some of your classic moments on the morning rant. And let's not speak that into existence. Kennedy says, they killers, they all have PTSD, and they put them on the streets like they normal. I've always said they need a couple of years in therapy before they even see their family. I agree with that as well. Virginia Sims says, a white woman who shows remorse, yeah, she's good. And at least in this case, the family's not trying to act like they accept her apology or prematurely. You know what I'm saying? I'll say that much. Kennedy says, can Schoolboy see a motherfucker eye to eye? Yeah, bugging. Before you get up out of here, Schoolboy, I have to play this video for you, brother. It's a video. Basically, we know that there's a lot of protests going on, and in Minneapolis, right? And with that being said, they pressed the people at the they pressed some of the news reporters that were at the protest, right? I'm not sure if I'm all the way feeling how this guy said what he said, or if I even understand all of what he's saying, but I'm sure there's certainly reason to be frustrated at the media, right? But the guy ran up on a news reporter and he has some gripes.
I haven't seen this video yet, so I'm excited.
All right, let's go.
Lots going on here. You may notice that my eyes are very watery. That is because they have just shot a huge amount of gas, and it's CS gas. It's really the strongest I have ever had stood in before during a protest, and we were all consumed by it. So was everyone standing near the precinct. Let me give you a look at the precinct. Sykes going to come with me and show you. You can see people walking, because anything that you see how hazy it is? That is all tear gas, and it is extremely strong. If you look just now, I'm going to try to sort of stand in the street a little bit. You look there. Now you can see. Now you can see.
Y'all be twisting up the stories.
You want to talk to me? Do you want to talk to me? Okay, cool. Now, don't take my mic, but we're cool. Okay. What's your name?
What's my name? My name is my name.
All right. So tell me what you think about what's going on here.
What I think about this is all the press and all the extra shit y'all do makes this worse.
You think so?
Yes. When people want to protest, they shouldn't do it in front of a fucking police courthouse. Shit like that. You get what the fuck I'm saying?
I want you to be careful. I really do.
What?
Of anything that can hit you. Of anything that can hit you. Look at all the stuff of this.
Of what?
Of this.
Do it look like I'm scared?
No, you don't.
Do it look like I'm scared?
You don't.
Exactly. Y'all need to get up out of here with all that twisting up the media ass shit.
Okay.
Real shit.
You don't know me, but we're going to get to know each other. That's what we're going to know each other. Yes, huh? We are. We are.
How you going to know me?
We're going to talk. I'm going to share a number with you. All right, let's do it.
No, let's do it right here.
Let's do it. All right, here's my phone. Let's go ahead and share your number.
Talk about something that's real.
Tell me what's real.
Y'all just gonna edit out the shit that y'all
We're live.
and then y'all gonna edit out some other shit.
We're live right now.
You're not fucking live.
I'm live right now.
I don't care if you live or not.
Okay,
get away from here with all that media shit that y'all doing
right now.
Look,
we're with CNN.
Then take that camera all the way the fuck up there.
We are going up there.
Take it all the way the fuck up there. Y'all doing all the extra shit for the backhand shit to make people look all crazier than what the fuck they are.
All right, then you watch us because that's where we're going. All right, so everybody's got a hot head right now, as you might imagine, because it is really, really hot right now.
All right. Before we get up out of here, man, what say you, man? Did this guy have a point? Did he just not articulate the point well?
He might have been not articulating it right, but that nigga seemed like he was on drugs. Nigga, he just smoked the blunt and then he ran out in the street. Was like, yeah, fuck the media. Why? I don't fuck this shit, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? That one uncle, you be asking him questions about, why he mad about whatever. He don't never have no real answers. Like, okay, nigga, you just mad because you want to be mad. My name is my name. Like, nigga, what? You couldn't come up with something cooler than that shit? I mean, you not on live. You not on live. Like, okay, guy, calm your goofy ass down. Why you so fucking angry? Listen, here's my thing. You wanted this attention, right? Because you the one who pulled up on the goddamn camera. Didn't nobody know who the fuck you was before that time? Everybody else walking around acting like they don't see this woman. Do the same thing.
I'm gonna put him on a t-shirt. I'm about to make a bag.
You gotta make it my name is my name and have that nigga mask on this shit.
Absolutely. I'm about to make the t-shirt.
Hilarious.
Cali Connected is feeling that, you know what I'm saying? HB Toy says he just saw the last season of The Wire. Brooklyn Hodges said he should have said my name is these nuts. Kennedy says the fuck shit. Laura Bell says this nigga name was Brendanta, and he was high as fuck. And HB Toy said, my name is my name. Champagne says he got on a camouflage vest, acting stupid. You go up there, dummy. And Cali Connected says, I would have said my name is Schoolboy. Let me get caught up there talking about what's your name, bro? I don't have no goddamn name. That's it. Like, what? You out here protesting, bro. There's people out here looting. It's gonna be you if you would have said your goddamn name. Yeah, that nigga was looting, goddamn.
Like,
Yeah,
nigga was drunk as hell. He's stupid.
hilarious. I just want to point out the fact that he almost had her number. He almost
Yeah, that's the other thing. I was like, yo, what is she doing? What is this, a love connection? that nigga should have been like, yo, you got an IG? This nigga.
Bitch, give me your number. I'm going to give you my number right now. Give me the number right now.
We gonna get to talk to. We gonna get to know each other because we gonna talk. What y'all gonna talk about tomorrow?
We gonna get to the bottom of this. Anyway, we both late. But yo, salute to everybody in the audience. Salute to my guy Schoolboy came to chop it up with us. This has been the 88th episode in total, the 38th episode of season 3. You know what I mean? HB2 said I would have definitely got her number on air. Me too, player. Me too. And salute to everybody in the audience, everybody pulled up. Thank you for the donation from Hemp Lord today. Salute to Keenan Khan for your donation last Friday. I didn't get a chance to shout you out publicly. Let's not forget, Mills Lane's son needs our help. He needs our support. He was shot in Philadelphia, after work, you know what I mean, going to a bar. So the hashtag/campaign is Get Well Big Mel, $ Big MEEL 21. Make sure you put the 21 after that because there is another $ Big Mel on Cash App. $ Big MEEL 21. He's not going to be able to work for a while, you know what I mean? So hold on. Slim says 98th, son, not the 88th. Excuse me. I meant the 38th episode of season 3, 98th episode in total. Thank you for that, brother. And Candle Blur, aka Redemption, is sending us. And she also says she donated. Thank you for that. Go ahead, Schoolboy.
Yeah, I'll also give a shout out to Sleazy Aki. Yo, always coming through with the donations. Really do appreciate it, sir.
Salute to Sleazy Aki, man. And Mills Lane says, I'm from a town called Fresh off a cop's ass, and I'm homesick. Pause. RP Robin Harris. Yes, RP to that man. But yeah, once again, the hashtag/campaign is Get Well Big Mel, $ BIGMEEL 21. And I sent the donation too from the morning rant. I sent the $100, but let's try to get it. Let's try to send more, man. Let's try to send more and keep his son in our prayers. We're glad he's still here. And you already know what time it is. This has been the morning rant.
What does this little face mean? Somebody tell it to me. Crazy. I must have struck a nerve, man. I had to. I don't know what I said, but I clearly struck a nerve.
Y2K shit. Wake up in the morning, the TV flash the signal. The ESP can hear the transistors in my earlobes. Cameras in the windows, cameras in my laptop, cameras in my windows. No move, they take a snapshot. Know somebody's watching, like MJ and that other dude. In your DMs, emails to mama, they check them too. Spank bang favorites and Amazon wish list. Algorithms, trigger words, they put me on they hit list. The 60s was a long time ago, but Abby Hoffman know we lost the war with capitalism, and now they trap the show. In the world where they commodify revolution, say you smart when you dumb, and when you smart, say you stupid. Likes and retweets, smileys and group thing. We chasing dreams that really mean nothing, but somehow define everything. Seems every day that I'm forgetting how to feel. Artificial soul trying to quantify what's still real. I sit alone in my room on my laptop, wondering if I'm a sheep too. I look around on the train and I'm thinking, am I the only one who has a clue? Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm paranoid, or maybe I'm lost, maybe I got it wrong, but I can't shake the feeling of this nose out. We're moving
close to Orwellian. Inksock regimen, quelling rebellions. War is peace, freedom is slavery, ignorance, heaven, the dollar's God. Consumerism is the new religion we can't afford. Still pawning all our principles to get it and wanting more. Meanwhile in Darfur, chemical warfare slaughters newborns with amnesty over once cosmic soul. While we binge watching Power, somehow I started to see that I wasn't watching TV, the TV was watching me. Babysitting, doing data analysis while I sleep. Suspended animation faces, the matrix is battery. Why these racist corporate Satans vacation in Waikiki on the yacht performing fuck buck rituals by the sea, manipulating everybody. They feed us live to the beast. So rack the lamp on appetit. Protein powder for greed, devour your dreams. Replace it with compliancy and memes. Skynet one. Somehow it seems we becoming machines. Mr. Macintosh, Johnny Mnemonics in search of we. Vol 7 said they listening while you driving your V. Eric Snowden said they watching you while you beating your meat. Walls closing in, pulling our privacy out from our feet. I think it's time that we come together, one that's zealous. Merge the black, white, and brown with the wisdom of the elders. Cause when we all unite, there ain't shit that they could tell us. Put a fist in the air one time if you a rebel and then say, I sit alone in my room on my laptop, wondering if I'm a sheep too. I look around on the train and I'm thinking, am I the only one who has a clue? Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm paranoid, or maybe I'm lost, maybe I got it wrong, but I can't shake the feeling of this nosedive, this nosedive.
But if you get to what the elites are into, their God says, you've got to get rid of these humans. I'm going to give you eternal life. I'm going to give you technology and this divine code.
Living in a simulation where the people's orchestrated, speak the truth amongst the lost, and they still hate it. Why debate it? Any statement that brings changes, shit is major. How they cages, chemtrails and 5G. We need illegal herbs, not these crooked pharmacies. Please, snakes is working hard to split our families and hex our family trees. Paranoid, surrounded by some caucasoids on the train, observing me, knowing damn well they propelling white supremacy. Reptilians blocking out these cosmic energies with distractive entertaining remedies. Walking amongst these zombies in these streets. See my people dap them up. Remember that this shit's a dream and nothing's what it seems. Single mothers on the rise. Niggas turning into bitches. Better recognize and forcing gay agendas right before our eyes. Rewiring and reconditioning the minds of little children. Feeding lies, twisting paradigms. Hard for kids to see the signs updated by the ancients. Moving with the time. This shit's divine. Meet and greet with aliens all the time. They think I'm lying. See them flying saucers in the sky. Pedophiles up in the White House trying to keep us blind. Poison in our food supply. Object for them snakes just to stay alive. Fuck the enterprise. Universe beyond our side. And it's why stars align. Unlike evil dark energies from the other side trying to hijack minds.
Sharing of biased and
false news has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media outlets publish things that aren't true without checking facts first.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. And this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
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 Good grammar and spelling.